Welcome back to the after party. This weekend was Super Bowl Sunday.
We got to see Adam Levine's nipples, and congratulations to Andy Cohen and his new baby boy.
And MTV has a new show coming out called Game of Clones.
And I can't wait to watch it.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Allie.
And I'm CJ, and on tonight's VIP guest list, it's the Super Bowl edition. The Patriots won 13-3.
The bigger question is, did anybody care?
I don't think so, because this was the lowest viewership that they've had in a decade, which is pretty crazy to think about.
It is like a monumental thing.
Yeah.
But do we think it's because it was Maroon 5 at the halftime show?
I mean, maybe. There was nothing really that interesting. The halftime show was boring. The game was boring.
It was the Patriots again.
Right. I think there's a lot of, people are just, over it.
We're good watching them win things.
Yeah, right. We've seen it before. Yeah.
Been there, done that.
What did you think of the halftime show? Besides it sort of not being very... I love Travis Scott. That was nice to see him for 5 seconds.
The SpongeBob moment it threw me a little bit. I needed some context.
Yeah, I think what's weird is that would have made more sense at the MTV Movie Awards.
Absolutely.
But I think they did it for to commemorate the passing of the creator of SpongeBob. But again, sort of a weird place to put it.
Context.
Yeah, context.
So we need some context.
The audience was not aware of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the halftime show, though, was Big Boy.
Right.
I could have just... the whole time.
Yeah.
Just all Big Boy all the time.
I absolutely love that fur coat. It was like old money just strolling right through. It was great. I love it.
Do you have a fur coat?
You know, I'm from Canada and I do have a couple fur pieces. I do have some foxtails. I shouldn't. It's Canada. It's really cold. What am I supposed to do?
Canada, eh?
Yeah, eh? It's freezing.
Oh, what else is on our VIP list?
All right. So I saw a trailer for a new show on MTV called Game of Clones. Okay, so this show is they take a bunch of people that all look identical that are single.
But they're not related.
They're not related.
Okay.
They just happen to look like Britney Spears or something.
Doppelgangers.
Right? Doppelgangers, exactly.
Okay.
And then they sit you in a room as the single person, and it's like a free-for-all match.
You choose your best looking clone.
Yes. But it's not a clone of you, obviously. It's a clone of somebody you
like. Find attractive.
Totally. Which is I'm really excited. I want to be on that show.
Who would you be the clone of?
Myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would I be the clone of?
I don't know. Macaulay Culkin?
Oh. Do I look like him?
No, you would want Macaulay to be the clones.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this episode. A lot happened, but not as much as what happened last week with the fisticuffs that Janita and Gabi got into. So
we picked up where they left off basically last week, and that was Lindsay Lohan sat the two girls down, Janita and Gabi, and basically said, "Not in my house." Here's the thing. Gabi sat down right away. She apologized. She owned up to what she did. And even though, again, I don't think that you were that in the wrong, she was mature.
Took responsibility.
She took responsibility, exactly. Janita, on the other hand,
took her some teeth pulling, some...
part of becoming this better person that you want to be, because I can see it, that you want to be this better person, but you gotta admit to what you've done wrong, shut your mouth and listen once in a while, and...
Own up.
And, they got there. It looks like Gabi and Janita did sort of squash their beef, and that's cool, and they did a great job together. I think Lindsay and Panos were happy, but, you should have got there a little bit quicker.
A little quicker would have been nice. But, you know what? Good for you guys. I'm glad you're still living in the house. I personally was shocked that neither of them were sent home. So,
I know, true.
Congrats on that.
Lindsay called Oprah, and Oprah said, no, let them have a second chance, and we listened to Oprah.
Keep them around a little longer.
Yeah. Now, you know who needs to beef it up a little bit for me and take some responsibility, do something on the island.
I have an idea.
Is little maybe baby pumpkin spice latte. Honey, you're
just falling to the wayside.
It's I just want you to take a little bit of ownership. Stop the tears. I'm done with it. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear about the hardships.
Here's the thing, honestly. I don't remember one bit about her from this episode because it just flew right on by.
Right, and I think Panos is saying the same thing. He's not really recognizing what she's doing. It's because you're not doing enough. And here's what really got to me is the whole fight with Mikey and her over the dishes. Instead of complaining about doing dishes as an adult, even if you think that you've done them, do the fucking dishes.
It's not that hard, especially when you're living in a house with 7 other people.
You're being gifted a house in Mykonos and you're complaining about doing dishes and then you're going to cry about it? Mikey was 100% in the right, in my opinion.
In the right. Yeah. And also, if you, again, want to bring us out to only do your dishes.
We'll do dishes.
We'll do dishes.
I'll clean, I'll vacuum, great folder.
I'm really good at it.
Yeah, that part was like killed me. I absolutely couldn't stand that.
It was kind of a bummer.
Yeah. And, okay, so we also met our...
2 new VIP ambassadors in the house.
I don't like them. I just don't like them. I immediately don't like them.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, okay, so we have Kyle and
Kayla.
So Kayla, by the way, as soon as I saw her, I was like, she's from The Challenge, another MTV show. I'm like, oh, cool, they hired an actress to come in stir shit up at the beach house.
There wasn't enough drama, so they created some.
Right, they literally brought her in to create it, and she did.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle seems fine.
For now. I see that he, you know, we'll get to it later, but there was a sneak peek that he definitely has an altercation himself.
It's true. I just think they came in at probably the best worst time.
Right.
Totally. So, I mean, totally staged, of course.
Yeah.
We understand how it works.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I'm curious to see who stays, who goes. Because I personally, to your point, don't think Kayla is going to last all that long.
Yeah, she's been saying Kayla, #Kayla Beach Club. I'm like, no, sweetie. It is Lohan's Beach Club, bitch.
That is off-brand.
Off-brand. No, thank you.
We don't like it.
Thank you, next.
And then lastly in this episode...
All right, can we just have a moment of silence for the relationship and fairy tale that never was?
I mean, we've been talking about this since episode 1.
I'm over it.
We're pretty done.
You know, okay, I will say this. They were doomed from the start. That's not even in question.
And if you're not sure what we're talking about Brent and Sarah.
Yes.
Because always.
Honestly, okay, here's my only thing.
Your only thing?
I usually like to defend Sarah, but I couldn't deal with the tears. Another one crying in the house. Like, they must have all been drunk. You guys were wasted, right? I have to assume you were wasted. So what I didn't like, though, is that she acted like she did nothing. I'm like, you moved his stuff all around the house. Like, you gotta kind of own up to that.
It's a little immature. I also, like, they just kept stressing how they were in a relationship. They're in a relationship. You've known each other for 2 weeks. You don't live in the same place. Yeah. And you had some sex. So if that's a relationship,
yeah, I mean, great.
Good.
Thank God for MTV reality shows, because that's a relationship.
Showing the youth of America what love really looks like.
Yeah, right. I know. I love that Brent was like, when we get our house, I was like, you are not going to last 5 minutes of this show.
Who's doing the dishes?
All right, so do you think that Sarah was in the wrong? Or do you agree that she was in the wrong? Or, like, because I think she was in the wrong to do so. He obviously reacted shitty, but I mean, it's Brent. What else were we expecting?
Yeah. Brent's not high on my list.
Yeah.
I don't think we would be friends in real life. Yeah. Sorry, Brent. I mean...
Jules
and I are best friends.
Okay, so Jules went live today, and she sounded off. She is not a Brent fan, by the way. Made it very clear. She also made it very clear in the episode.
Again, this is why she and I are meant to be.
She's a friend of the after party.
It's true. But no, I don't think Brent was right or wrong. He was just being his usual dick himself. I am going to go ahead and say that Janita, I think, was a little bit of the instigator here.
She was, did you see she got like someone's Jello? I'm like, what are you doing?
That's expensive. Yeah. Wasteful. If it's not alcohol, it's beauty products, and I don't appreciate it.
Those are 2 of the most expensive things in my grocery cart every week are beauty products and alcohol.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you're just like willy-nilly with it. I don't get it. But I think that Janita's like a bad influence a little bit.
I know.
But the tears, I mean... I don't cry over spilled milk, and I don't understand other people that do.
Nope.
So
wasn't that big of a deal, but I guess when there's shots of alcohol in your system, everything's a huge deal.
That's what happens.
All right, you guys, it is last call, and here's what we know about what's coming up on season 1. We've got some drag queens that join us on the beach.
Gabi and Kyle might be hooking up.
Where is Jules? No, really. Where is Jules?
Sarah and Billy. That's a change of pace.
And Lindsay kicks Kayla's ass to the curb.
And I think there's going to be more Mikey and Alex drama.
And speaking of drama, it looks like newbie Kyle chokes out Brent.
Oh my God!
All coming up this season on Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. That's all we have for this week. If you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and give this video a like to let us know that you like what we're doing here.
And be sure to leave a comment and let us know what your predictions are for the rest of season 1 of Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club.
Now, Lindsay's show may not be returning next week, but we will still have a show next week. Either way, we might be in a new location, making cocktails.
Makeup
Stay tuned to find out. Makeup tutorials.
It's gonna be fun, guys. If you're not already, follow us on Instagram at the Afterparty TV because we'll definitely be documenting our shenanigans on there. So we will see you next time.
Good night.
Bye.